Tonight I'm going to play a few songs and try to give you an idea about where they came from. It's kind of an iffy proposition because talking about music is like talking about sex. Can you describe it? Are you supposed to? So we'll see, I guess.
There's not much story behind the music, is there?
Oh, you don't know the song.
I still feel like a very ordinary person.
Songwriting is good therapy.
I write songs.
I wrote this song and
No, don't edit this part
I don't
out.
know any of you and
We
I'm
were
telling
just
you
these kids in a garage.
Welcome to Storytelling.
Welcome to Storytellers.
Welcome to Storytellers.
Welcome to Storytellers. I got my finger on the trigger, but I don't know who to trust. And I look into your eyes, there's just devils and dust. We're a long, long way from home, Bobby. Home's a long, long way from us. I feel a dirty wind blowing. Devils in dust. But I got God on my side, and I'm just trying to survive. What if what you do to survive kills the things you love? Fear's a powerful thing, baby. Can turn your heart black, you can trust. It'll take your God-filled soul, fill it with devils and dust. Well, I dreamed of you last night in a field of blood and stone. Blood began to dry, the smell began to rise. Well, I dreamed of you last night, Bobby, in a field of mud and bone. Blood began to dry, the smell began to rise. We got God on our side, and we're just trying to survive. What if what you do to survive kills the things you love? Fear's a powerful thing, baby. Can turn your heart black, you can trust. It'll take your God-filled soul, fill it with devils and dust. Yeah, it'll take your God-filled soul, fill it with devils and dust. Devils and Dust kind of suggests confusion. I think I wrote it towards the end of the last tour shortly after we entered Iraq. A story about being placed into a situation where your choices are untenable, and the price that inflicts in blood and in spirit. Now every woman and every man wanna take a righteous stand, find the love that God wills, and the faith that He commands. I got my finger on the trigger, and tonight faith just ain't enough. When I look inside my heart, there's just devils and dust. Well, I got God on my side, and I'm just trying to survive. What if what you do to survive kills the things you love? Fear's a dangerous thing, baby. Can turn your heart black, you can trust. It'll take your God-filled soul, fill it with devils and dust. It'll take your God-filled soul, fill it with devils and dust. right. So, let's go. I'll give it to you line by line. I got my finger on the trigger. I got the power of life and death here. But I don't know who to trust. I got the power of life and death here, but I don't know who to trust. That, in those first two lines, that's where the personal aspect of the song and the political aspect kind of collide. I'm talking about him. I'm talking about us. A lot of what you need to know about the rest of the song is kind of contained in those first two lines and has been played out over the past few years. I got my finger on the trigger, but I don't know who to trust. When I look into your eyes, all I see is devils and dust. So when I'm looking at you, I don't know if I'm seeing you. I don't know if I'm seeing myself. I don't know if I'm seeing my fears. I don't know if I'm seeing my highest ideals that I've promised to sacrifice my life for. Or I don't know if I'm seeing my death coming at me. And the problem is I have to know right now. We're a long, long way from home. Bobby, home's a long, long way from us. I've been separated from all the things that have given my life shape and meaning till now. My family, my home, my work, the things that ground me and that I recognize as myself. I feel a dirty wind blowing, devils and dust. Got God on my side. Who does not? I'm just trying to survive. What if what you do to survive kills the things you love? That's the personal and the political crashing together again. What if what you do to stay alive destroys some part of you? What if what we do destroys our ideals? As we sit here tonight, we're experiencing kind of an erosion of our civil liberties, which is what I was thinking about when I was writing this chorus. Now your skin, please. Now your skin, may be the right color, so it's unlikely to affect you. And I suppose the Red Bank Al-Qaeda cell is in a deep sleep. But what's been going on is very dangerous and un-American. Fear is a powerful thing. Yes, it is. It will take your God-filled soul. Yes, it will. And fill it with devils and dust. So, how much of this was I thinking about when I wrote the song? None of it. I wrote all of that yesterday afternoon at my kitchen table. How much of it was I feeling when I wrote the song? All of it. Let me set the scene. I'm sitting on my bed with a rhyming dictionary in one hand and a notebook in the other one. I am in my apartment, which is above an old abandoned beauty salon in Asbury Park. And what happened? Madman drummers, bombers, and Indians in the summer with a teenage diplomat. In the dumps where the mumps as the adolescent pumps his way into his hat. With a boulder on my shoulder, feeling kind of older, I trip the merry-go-round, where this very unpleasing sneezing and wheezing calliope crashed to the ground. Some old hot half-shot was heading for the hot spot, snapping his fingers, clapping his hands. Some flesh-pot mascot was tied into a lover's knot with a whatnot in her hand. How a young Scot with a slingshot finally found a tender spot and throws his lover in the sand. Some bloodshot forget-me-not whispers daddy's within earshot. Save the buckshot, turn up the band, and she was blinded by the light. Cut loose like a deuce, another runner in the night, blinded by the light. She got down, but she never got tight. She's gonna make it all right. Madman drummers, bummers, and Indians in the summer. Mad Dog Vincent Lopez, drummer in the E Street Band. He was always getting it. And Indians in the summer. Well, the Indians was my little league team when I was a kid. The Teenage Diplomat. Well, that's me. All right. In the dumps with the mumps, I was diseased. As the adolescent pumps his way into his hat, self-explanatory. Some fresh sown moonstone was messing with his frozen zone to remind him of the feeling of romance. And he was blinded by the light. Cut loose like a deuce, another runner in the night, blinded by the light. He got down, but he never got tight. He's gonna make it all right. By now, the rhyming dictionary is in flames. It's hot in my hand, man. It's burning up. She said, I'll turn you on, Sonny, to something strong if you play that song with the funky break. And go-kart Mozart was checking out the weather chart to see if it was safe to go outside. And little Early Pearly came by in her curly whirly, asked me if I needed a ride. Oh, some hazard from Harvard was skunked on beer, playing backyard bombardier. Scotland Yard was trying hard. They sent some dude with a calling card. He said, do what you like, but don't do it here. Well, I jumped up, turned around, spit in the air, fell on the ground. I asked him which was the way back home. He said, take a right at the light, keep going straight all night, and then, boys, you're on your own. This song is my only #1 song. I had never had another #1 song except this one, and it wasn't done by me, it was done by Manfred Mann, which I appreciate. But they changed this line. My line says, cut loose like a deuce, and theirs said, cut loose like a douche. I have a feeling that is why the song skyrocketed to #1. But it's one of those, that word, and then deuce was like little deuce coupe, as in two-seater hot rod. Douche, of course, is a feminine hygienic procedure. So they're different. And, but what can I say? The public spoke and they were right, I was blinded. I was blinded. I was blinded. I was blinded. Thank you. Yes. Please remain seated. I know a minor masterpiece. I understand.
Go to vh1.com right now to see bonus clips from storytellers.
I didn't really write very well about men and women until '87, and so I was 37 at the time, and I wasn't doing very well either, so maybe that had something to do with it. But the Tunnel of Love came along. I finally wrote a real record about kind of men and women and what that's about, and kind of the cornerstones of the record were the issues of identity and love. who am I and where am I going to be? Where do I belong? Where am I going to end up? So we all have multiple selves. You know, that's just the way we're built. Let me give you a for instance. I used to like to go to the strip clubs back before they were fancy, the fancy ones. Back in the prehistoric days before the lap dancing, and but there was two people who would rather me not go. One whose wishes I must respect, but the other one was that holier-than-thou bastard Bruce Springsteen. Now, why would he want to deny a simple man his simple pleasures? I will not bore you with, all right? But had many arguments about it, and it kind of culminated in one day I'm sitting in a favorite spot of mine along the highway side. And I'm enjoying the show, and I've had a few drinks, and my mind is momentarily at peace. You know? With that happy thought in my mind, I got up to leave. As I reached the parking lot, a woman and a man spied me and said, "Bruce, you aren't supposed to be here." So I could see where they were going with the whole thing, and so I said, "Well, I'm not." I said, "I am simply an errant figment of one of Bruce's many selves. I drift in the ether over the highways and byways of the Garden State, often touching down in image incongruous but fun places." Bruce does not even know I'm missing. He is at home right now doing good deeds. So that usually stupefies and satisfies him. I gotta get through the world somehow. And I go on my merry way. So the self is a mysterious thing. So let me bring out the missing essential ingredient in that equation. Come on, Pax. Help me out. Let's give it a shot. I hold you in my arms as a band plays. What are those words whispered, baby, just as you turn away? I saw you last night out on the edge of town. I wanna read your mind and know just what I've got in this new thing I found. So tell me what I see when I look in your eyes. Is that you, baby, or just a brilliant disguise? I heard somebody call your name from underneath our willow. I saw something tucked in shame underneath your pillow. Well, I've tried so hard, baby, but I just can't see what a woman like you is doing with me. I guess it sounds like a song of betrayal. You know, who's that person sleeping next to me? Who am I? You know, do I know enough about myself to be honest with that person? But a funny thing happens. Songs shift their meanings when you sing them. They shift their meanings in time. They shift their meanings with who you sing them with. When you sing the song with somebody you love, it turns into something else. Now look at me, baby, struggling to do everything right, and then it all falls apart. Oh, when out go the lights, I'm just a lonely pilgrim. I I walk this world in well. I wanna know if it's you I don't trust, 'cause I damn sure don't trust myself. Now you play the loving woman, I play the faithful man, but just don't look too close into the palm of my hand. We stood at the altar, Gypsy swore our future was right, but come the wee hours, maybe, baby, the Gypsy lied. So when you look at me, you better look hard and look twice. Is that me, baby, or just a brilliant sky? Tonight our bed is cold, I'm lost in the darkness of our love. God have mercy on the man who doubts what he's sure of. Can't see nothing in front of me, can't see nothing coming up behind. Make my way through this darkness, can't feel nothing but this chain that binds me. I lost track of how far I've gone, how high I climbed. On my back's a 60-pound stone, on my shoulder a half-mile of line. Come on up for the rising, come on up, lay your hands in mine. Come on up for the rising, come on up for the rising tonight. I start the song in the netherworld. That's someplace you've never been, but it's your world. You know, but it's been transformed by this event into this unknown and unknowable place. Now all I have in this netherworld is you who are in front of me and you who are behind me. That's all I have in our connection. Lost track of how far I've gone, how high I've climbed. On the back's a 60-pound stone, on my shoulder a half-mile of line. On my back I have what I must do. A 60-pound stone, I have my job, I have what I must do, and I have the tools that I need to do it. Come on up for the rising, come on up, lay your hands in mine. Now the song moves into gospel and transformation there. Something is about to happen. I left the house this morning, bells ringing filled the air. And so what bells? There's sirens, church bells, the tolling bell. There's bells of chaos, bells of transformation. Wearing the cross of my calling, on wheels of fire I come rolling down here. That is my uniform. And my uniform fills me with the power and strength of my responsibility. It's a part of who I am and what I must do. Come on up for the rising. Come on up. Lay your hand in mine. Lie, 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 lie. Once again, there is an unspoken subtext that is the beauty of music and rock and roll. It comes in and it continues to tell a story. The Lies, what do they say? They say, sing with me. They also say, stand alongside of me. We will stand together in this. Spirits above and behind me, faces gone, black eyes burning bright. May their precious blood bind me as I stand before your fiery light. All right, spirits above and behind me. You pray to be guided by those who have gone before you. You pray to them to guide you and to give you courage when you're going to need it. Lie, 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 lie. That's the prayers. And the last verse, I see you, Mary, in the garden. All right, well, Mary who? Mary, a wife, a lover. Jesus is Mary. In the garden of 1,000 sighs. Everybody's been there. There's holy pictures of our children dancing in a sky filled with light. I'm surrounded by sacred things. May I feel your arms around me. May I feel your blood mixed with mine. This is what I need. I need your arms. I need your blood. This is what I'm going to miss. Your physicality and flesh and blood, my own physicalness. Dream of life comes to me like a catfish dancing on the end of my line. That's just life, life, life. Up there on the edge of something else. Sky of blackness and sorrow, sky of love, sky of tears, sky of glory and sadness, sky of mercy, sky of fear, sky of memory and shadow. Your burning wind fills my arms tonight, sky of longing and emptiness, sky of fullness, sky of blessed life. Come on up for the rising. Come on up, lay your hands in mine. That's transformation. These are the songs that you wait for. Did I think of any of this prior to writing the song? No. But I felt all of it when I was writing the song. Over 30 years, you internalize your craft and the mechanics of storytelling. It becomes like a second language, and that you speak without thinking, and like a second skin that you feel with. And so you pray to the gods of creativity and aliveness that you remain awake and alert at the command of your senses, so that when the moments arrive, you are ready. That's the rising. On Devils and Dust, I wrote several songs about mothers and sons, and this is really one of them. I had second thoughts about it today when I was behind a car with a bumper sticker said, "Drive carefully, my mommy is in this car." And I was moved to hit the gas and rear end her as hard as I could. But it's something I haven't written about a whole lot before, and I was kind of interested in the relationship between parent and child, because, which is why Mary figures so prominently in the song. I felt if I approach a song from the secular side that the rest of it would come through. To start with the title, Jesus was an only son. Now, of course, Jesus had that's my main metaphor, but Jesus had earthly brothers and sisters, but not on this particular day. This day he was singular. As he walked up Calvary Hill, well, that's his proving ground. That's darkness on the edge of town. His darkness on the edge of town. That's once you're a Catholic, there's no getting out. That's about all there is to it. Keeps coming up. His mother Mary walking beside him, as she would be, in the path where his blood spilled. That is the path of consequence, and we all have one of those. Jesus was an only son in the hills of Nazareth, as he lay reading the Psalms of David at his mother's feet. Well, I wanted an image of parental love and nurturing and of life and of promise and of peace before what was to come. Mother, pray, sleep tight, my child, sleep well, for I'll be at your side. At no shadow, no darkness, no tolling bell will pierce your dreams this night. Well, every parent wants to keep their children from all harm. It's such a primal thing. I was shocked when I first felt it so deep inside myself. And then I had a conversation with a friend where I was afraid that my kids were going to grow up. Said, gee, they might not have to struggle, like I struggled. Maybe that's not such a good thing. And he said, no, you're a parent, man. You give them the best because the world's going to take care of the rest. And that's true. The world awaits us all, and there's not much that parents can do about it. In the garden at Gethsemane, he prayed for the life he'd never live. He beseeched his heavenly Father to remove the cup of death from his lips. Well, you'd have to be thinking, there was that little bar in Galilee, pretty nice little place. Weather's good down there, too. I could manage the place. Mary Magdalene could tend bar. We could have some kids. And the preaching, I could do it on the weekends. You don't have to give it up. You'd have to be thinking that. That's all there is to it. There's a loss that can never be replaced, a destination that can never be reached, a light you'll never find in another's face, a sea whose distance cannot be breached. Well, that verse is the finality of death. Regardless of what Jesus was going to mean for Mary, she was just losing her boy. And we lose one another, and people don't get replaced. I had a friend, my wife and I had a friend, young lady lived next door to us, who passed away at a very young age, and she used to come over our house regularly every night, and there was a moment when she'd be framed in the front window just before she was going to knock on the door. And I would look up, and she was this very tall and elegant lady, and I still wait to see her in that window. Jesus kissed his mother's hands, whispered, "Mother, still your tears. For remember, the soul of the universe willed the world and it appeared." That's transformation. Our children have their own destiny. They have their own destiny apart from us. And I think my idea was to try and reach into the idea of Jesus as son, as somebody's boy. Because I think that whatever divinity we can lay claim to is hidden in the core of our humanity. And when we let go, when we let our compassion go, we let go of what little claim we have to the divine. So it's spooky out there sometimes. End of sermon.
Go to vh1.com right now to see exclusive behind-the-scenes photos from storytellers.
Thunder Road. All right? What's it about? It's really it's an invitation. You know, it's the opening of Born to Run was my big invitation. That big album when it used to fold out with me and Clarence smiling on it. That was the invitation card, you know. And we invite you to something. Not sure what yet. So, you know, the music was important. The music, the beginning sounds like an invitation. Something is opening up to you. Something is opening up. And what I hoped it would be when I wrote the song was what I got out of rock and roll music, which was a sense of a larger life, greater experience, hopefully more and better sex, sense of fun, more fun, sense of your personal exploration and your possibilities. The idea that it was all lying somewhere inside of you, and it was, you know, just there on the edge of town. So that was an invitation. The song is basically an invitation. Screen door slams, Mary's dress sways like a vision. She dances across the porch as the radio plays. Roy Orbison singing for the lonely. Yeah, that's me and I want you only. Don't turn me on again. Just can't face myself alone again. Don't you run back inside, darling. You know just what I'm here for. So you're scared and you're thinking that maybe we ain't that young anymore. Surely little faith is magic in the night. You ain't a beauty, but hey, you're alright. Oh, and that's alright with me. You can hide beneath your covers and study your pain. And crosses from your lovers, throw roses in the rain. Waste your summer praying in vain for Savior to rise from these streets. But I'm no hero that's understood all the redemption I can offer girls beneath this dirty hood. The chance to make it good somehow. Yeah, what else can we do now? Except roll down the window and let the wind blow back your hair. Well, the night's busted open, these two lanes will take us anywhere. We got one last chance to make it real. We're trading these wings on some wheels. Climbing back, heaven's waiting down on the tracks. Oh, oh, come take my hand. We're riding out tonight to case the promised land. Oh, Thunder Road, oh, Thunder Road, Thunder Road. It's lying out there like a killer in the sun. I know it's late, but we can make it if we run. Oh, Thunder Road, sit tight, take hold, Thunder Road. Well, I got this guitar and I learned how to make it talk. The car is out back if you're ready to take that long walk. From your front porch to my front seat, the door's open, but the ride it ain't free. I know you're lonely, there's words that I ain't spoken. Well, tonight we'll be free, all the promises will be broken. There were ghosts in the eyes of all the boys you sent away. They haunt this dusty beach road and the skeleton trains turned out Chevrolets. They scream your name at night in the street. Graduation gown lies in rags at their feet. In the lonely cool before dawn, you hear their engines roaring on. When you get to the porch, they're gone to win. So Mary, climb in. It's a town full of losers that we're pulling out here to win. Nothing left but the ride. So this was my big invitation to my audience, to myself, to anybody that was interested. My invitation to a long and very earthly journey. Hopefully in the company of someone you love, people you love, and in search of a home you can feel a part of. Good luck. Good evening.